So, 5 types of people you should pray. First, informants, people that will bring strategic information to you. All right, strategic information. In all warfare, they will tell you, whoever wins the battle of intelligence is the one, all right, that will fight. Who has intelligence, that's the one that it will be easiest for. That's why all great countries, they make sure that their intelligence team, you talk about CIA, you talk about Mossad, you talk about all right, I6, you talk about strategic, all right, countries, they must have intelligence. They must know what is going on. They understand the power of what? Intelligence. Because you can be wasting your time and just be doing several things but you don't have. Look, anything if you say that I'm bidding for this job, there is a strategic information. That when you get, either you know that this job is not for me and go your way. Or if you're going to get that job, this is how you do it. And there is somebody on this earth that has that information. Without that information, you'll just be going around in circles. Anything you're reaching for, there are people that have strategic information that will tell you. Your career, there are people that have strategic information that will tell you that, look, do it this way, this way, this way. This is what will get you to this particular place. Now, you can spend all the energy, but if you are not doing what that thing demands, then the door is shut. 1 Samuel chapter 30, verse 8. So verse 16, let's just quickly look at this. David inquired after their land was raided of the Lord, saying, shall I pursue after this troop, overtake them? And he answered, pursue, for thou shalt surely overtake them without fail, recover all. Now this is God. So God has told you, it's God now, let's go. So, but look at how it happened. So David went, he and 600 men that were with him, and came to the brook of Besor, where those that were left behind stayed. But David pursued. He had 400 men, all right, and 200 abode behind, while they were so faint that they could not go over the brook of Besor. And they found an Egyptian in the field and brought him to David, and they gave him bread, and he did eat, and they made him drink water. And they gave him a piece of cake of figs. That's why hospitality is good. And 2 clusters of raisins. And when he had eaten, his spirit came again to him, for he had eaten no bread nor drunk any water 3 days and 3 nights. Verse 13. And David said unto him, to whom belongest thou? And when art thou? And he said, I am a young man, servant to an Amalekite, and my master left me because 3 days ago I fell sick. Verse 14. We made an invasion upon the south of the Cherethites, and upon the coast which belonged to Judah, and upon the south of Caleb, and we burned Ziklag with fire. And then David knew, you are the people that came to fight us now. Now look at what happened. And David said, can thou bring me? Now, what happened? He was sick, and his boss left him. If you are running a business, you have to be careful how you treat people that work for you. I saw somebody used to be in this church, and I said, no wonder you are no longer in it. Went to write on Facebook. And this was someone who was complaining to that, let me just leave it because it's not even important. But went to write on Facebook. Staff and nothing. Person wrote it. Nothing. They think they are nothing. Just treat them as nothing. Just tell them to get out. Nothing. This is why he doesn't know business. Staff and you are writing that. There's no regard for people. So the man they left, and there was no loyalty. You know, I went to a shop one time in America, and I read later, they said, what we found is that we brought security. People were still stealing in big departmental store. Then we realized that we found out that the psychology of people was such that if you smile at them when they enter your shop and greet them properly, they are less likely to steal. So we drove the security men away and brought smilers in and greeters. And theft went down. Because people will be feeling bad, that let's leave these ones. These ones that greeted us, let's go to the next shop. Leave these ones. That's strategic information. And they checked it and saw theft went down. But you see, you don't know those things. You say, buy me more security. He says people, bring bouncers. They try to like, very looking at people. Then those ones determined, we'll show these bouncers. And you think we're doing security, you don't know that you are complicating your life. They brought greeters and smilers. Those ones smile, how will you hug you? When they look at you, I say, oh God, let's go. It's not good, this book. That they were asking her, how about our daughter? When we come and steal from them. This, look, something will come on us, so let's go. And they will leave it and go. So what happened? This guy gave David strategic information. I will bring you down to this company that will show you where they are. Next verse there. It says, and when he had brought them down, behold, they were spread abroad on the earth, eating, drinking, dancing, because all of the great spoil they had taken out of the land of the Philistines and out of the land of Judah. Verse 17. And David smote them from twilight. Strategic information made battle very easy. No casualty. But the information, God was the one that said go. But God knew somebody will give you the what? Information.